Hello, me again. I've got another review for you now. I've got another review for you now. But before, obviously, usual shout outs. Lenny, Morpo 72 Lenny, Basic Modelling, Primitive Modelling Chris, Cledo Wine Lewis, Aaron Newlands, Atomic Dog 32 Brian, Making Model Again Gary, Engineering Downside Moose Baby, Dan Max, Ellie, Kelsey, Chloe, Mum Haley, Billy, Greg, Lynn, Lenny, Lenny, Luke, John, Lee, John, Ashley, Tom, George, Andrew, Lisa, and Charlotte. Well, my review now. This kit that I'm reviewing is quite an old tooling. Those you YouTubers might know, but the Facebookers don't know. This kit is quite an old tooling. It's the Airfix 148 scale supermarine Spitfire Mark 9E / Mark xvie, whatever that is. But yeah, that's your box art. As you can see, these B25s have blown up this target here, and there's a formation, and there's these formation of spits. There's these formation of spits that are escorting them back to base. In terms of spits that you can actually identify the squadron code, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one farthest to this one, there, you can barely make out. So try not and stray your eyes by trying to make what letter that is. Anyway, instructions. There are your instructions. As I said, this is quite an odd kit. I don't know when this kit was made, let alone first done. I don't know when this kit was done. Assembly information, basically. Right, let's have a quick look. This is a 14 stager. This has got 14 individual sub-assemblies. Obviously the bulk of them, obviously the first four go into the cockpit, go into the fuselage itself. So, talking of sub-assemblies, the first one is the pilot, like it should be. Second is your instrument panel and your control column. Third is your pilot going onto the seat. Is the pilot going onto the seat back, and the bulkhead, and that bulkhead. 4 is your 4-bladed prop. 5 is your fuselage going together. Now, interestingly, I don't know if you lot know this, but if you go onto the Airfix website and you put this and you look at this, they've got a photo of this with an engine in, but this hasn't got an engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a 148 scale Merlin engine to go into this, because then I can take off I can cut through the side panels, and then you'll be able to see the Merlin. you'll be able to see the Merlin. Or I might just cut that bit, cut the exhaust bits out totally, and get Merlin that's got stacks, put it in, cut these bits off, cut those bits off, cut the side things off, cut the side bits off, cut the side covers off, and then just have the bottom cover on, so you can see it from the top and the sides. So yeah, that's the sub-assembly 5 is your engine, is your fuselage assembly, and that's where your engine would go. If I can find a 1/48th engine, I will get it in there. One way or another, I'll get it in there. Sub-assembly 6 is your wings. Sub-assembly 6 and 7 and wings, colour call out 78. Cockpit green. Yeah, cockpit green pretty much on everything, except, yeah, cockpit green on everything. Inside the cockpit, that is. Even on the flat bits. Now so yeah, sub-assembly 6 and 7 are the wings. Sub-assembly 8, your bottom wings go onto your top wing, your two top half wings go onto your bottom wings, go onto the bottom half, you're all one piece lower, you're one piece lower wing. To be honest, that's how you do any Spitfire, really. It's always the lower wing first, then the two upper bits. Sub-assembly 9, your fuselage. Sub-assembly 9, your fuselage frame goes on. Sub-assembly 9, the fuselage goes onto the wings, along with the wingtips and the armament of cannon, and the cannon armament, and obviously you've got options for clipped or unclipped wingtips, clipped or unclipped wingtips, clipped or unclipped wingtips, clipped or unclipped wingtips. Stage 10 is the landing gear, 11 landing gear, 10, 11 landing gear, 13 is your the bottom cover. It's the bottom cover, the air intake and the radiators. Stage 14 is your pitot tube, your flaps and your landing gear itself. And your gear itself. So yeah, stage 14 is your final sub-assembly, obviously. Options 3 of. First option, Spitfire, Supermarine Spitfire Mark 5C, Mark 9C, 73 Squadron, Royal Air Force Brindisi, Italy, Balkans operations mid-1945. So that's the one that's actually flown. So that's in colours of a Spitfire that's actually during the war. Option B is Spitfire Mark 5 Mark 9B, owned by the Old Flying Machine Company, Duxford 2004, in its World War II markings of number 22 NATO Squadron, Royal Air Force, RAF basically. And then the final one is this, it's the Supermarine Spitfire LFMXMXIVI number 421 our Royal Canadian Air Force Squadron, Royal Canadian Air Force Squadron, Royal Air Force Renenstein B154, Germany, mid-May, Germany, May 1945. Because of course, as the Allies advanced into Germany, as the Allies advanced into Germany, obviously they were starting to capture some of the bases, so they could use them. So they could use them as fighter. So they could use them against. So they could use them. So yeah, if anything, actually I don't know what option I might do. I might do. I'm tempted to do either A or B, or I might even do C, to be honest. No, I might be doing A. It'll be either A, B, or C. I'll see whatever one I do. Whatever one I do, I'll let whatever one I do, whatever one I commit to, in terms of whatever one I commit to, I'll let you know when I build it. Obviously, when I build it. So yeah, that was the instruction to know. Interestingly, this bag here has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues of airfix grey plastic, including your sprue. That is, including your sprue that is 6. Yeah, 6. That's 6. Yeah, 6. And then in this bag here, you've got 2 sprues. You've got 2 sprues with gun covered, what look to be the navalised. Gun covers, propeller bosses. This might be the navalised version of the Seafire. And on this version, you've just got various wings and wingtips. So yeah, that was the kit. Decals. They're your decals. Yeah, they're your decals. So you've got your three. You've got your squadron one. So you've got your 73, your 222, your 421, and then you've got your common. So you got your tail fin, your underneath roundel, your roundels for your squadron identification, your roundels for your squadron identification markings, your roundels for your squadron identification markings and stuff like, just basically stuff like that. Just stuff like that really, and then you've got various lines of warning and stuff like that. Interestingly, and I'm going to add this on the end, I will no longer have that problem of painting over the canopies of all my models, or painting over the canopies of all the models, so you can't the geezer or geezers side, because I've bought this. It is the Tamiya 6mm. It's Tamiya's 6mm width masking tape. To be honest, I'm going to get more of this stuff. I'm going to test it when I paint. I'm going to test this when I paint when I'm going to paint with my neck. I'm going to test this when I'm doing the canopy of my Spitfire. I'm going to test this when I'm doing the canopy of my Spitfire. Yeah, so then that way I'm going to test this when I'm doing the canopy of my Spitfire. And I might even use this for seatbelts or some. I might even use this for seatbelts. I might even do this. I might even use this for seat belts when I'm doing when I put my pilot into his seat on the Spitfire and the Typhoon. So yeah, this stuff can add detail. This stuff you can use this for, because Lenny does it all the time. You can use this for seat belts, which I think is a good idea. I think this is a brilliant idea. I think it's a brilliant idea. You know, you can use masking tape as seatbelt. Anyway, that was my review. As you know, I will be cracking on with my Spitfire today, so expect an update on it. Expect an update on it soon. Bye for now. Bye. 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 Bye.